Our next guest is both the star and executive producer of Grownish, which will air its third season finale this Thursday at 8 p.m. on Freeform. Let's take a look.
I cannot believe I let you both talk me into this. I should not be here, especially considering that Rochelle asked me to practically be besties with her and Aaron the other day.
This is Aaron's big night. We are here to celebrate the amazing thing he did with the protest, not to talk about how you hijacked the bingo from his girl.
Exactly. So take this shot, put your big girl panties on, and suck it up. The night will be over before you know it.
Right, because it's a friend's graduation at Titanium. It's in and out. How awkward can it be, right?
Zoe, hey!
Oh my God! Hi! Hey, Rochelle!
Please welcome to the show, Yara Shahidi. How are you, Yara?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and I think happy birthdays are in order. I know it was last month, but you turned 21, and
Yes.
of course now it's not that unique. We've all had a quarantine birthday as we've gone a full year here, but how was yours?
Mine was great. I was saying I'm pretty lucky to have a family that I love and like, and all of our birthdays are very close together. So mine's the 10th of February, my brother's the 14th of February, and then we just had a March 7th. So it's like a season of celebration.
And you have been spending most of this year with your family, so it sounds like it's going better than maybe it would for people who don't like their family as much as you do.
Yeah, I'm pretty grateful. I'm sure my brothers are tired of seeing me around so much. I went into my brother's room maybe yesterday and just started making random noises, and he's like, "What is happening?" Like this is the point in which we are all starting to fall apart.
I also heard that when you were growing up, your parents would not allow you guys to watch TV during the week. I'm assuming those rules have been loosened now that you are actually on TV?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds so draconian, but it was just one of those, like, we were the kids listening to audiobooks and stuff, and it wasn't until I became a series regular on a show that TV started happening on Wednesdays.
That's very nice. They gave you one day back. So I want to ask this. You play a college student on the show, and you are a college student in real life. Sometimes we find out that people who play high school students or college students on TV are actually decades older. But this is a case where this actually parallels with your life. How different a college student are you from the one you play on TV?
Oh, polar opposites. I mean, I've been playing Zoe for 7 years, and it's been interesting because I don't think there's ever been one point in which we've converged as human beings. But this season, I feel like life paralleled art, etc. in that, I mean, this season Zoe's going between work and school, and it was literally what I was doing, just kind of flying back and forth. And before this, it was so funny. I had a meeting with a professor who I really love, and he was like, "How much time do you have?" I was like, "Funny you ask. I'm on the Seth Meyers show in like a couple minutes." So I only have like a 20-minute window.
I do hope that if your professor is now checking to make sure you are lying, or I should say, make sure you're telling the truth, we should say hello to him and thank you for watching.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Professor Hanson.
So you actually filmed all of this before the pandemic. This whole season was 2019, but now you're in pre-production for season 4, which I imagine will make being a college student a little bit harder. But usually, how do you manage the multitasking?
So season 3, I was solidly flying back and forth twice a week, which was interesting. Got so many miles, and so that'll I'm sure come back around and be so helpful later in my life. All the miles I got, and then this one, I mean, everything's on Zoom now, so I'm reporting live from my trailer, and we'll go into work. I think a couple minutes after this, and it's actually strangely like worked out. I've been to a total of like 12 different school programs. I was very much like the educational guinea pig, not in a Frankenstein type of way, with my family, just trying to figure out what education works. So I've done distance learning before. And so this is kind of old hat in a way that I'm grateful for.
You have your own production company. Your partner in your production company is your mother. How has your working relationship been so far?
Yeah, okay. I mean, people that know me and my mother, we've been business partners for a minute. And I mean, other than the fact that we have different names, we're pretty much the same human. And so it really, I think if anything, works out very well. It's to the point where people do double takes they can't even identify which one of us is on the phone, all sorts of things. But anyway, like, we've been partners forever. And then moving into production has been so beautiful because we have the same instincts. And I think, you know, being in a family comedy, people don't necessarily expect having darker shows or more irreverent shows coming out of our kind of ecosystem and our production company. But to have both of us advocating for the same things is pretty wonderful. And we have too much of a good time because we can really hype each other up on our jokes and such. So even if no one else gets it, I mean, there's always somebody in the room that's right there with you.
So does that mean that you never have disagreements on projects? You're sort of in lockstep on taste all the time?
I mean, really, it sounds like a mythical, magical mother-daughter relationship that people don't see often. And people are always trying to pull out something crazy from us. We're too similar.
Yeah, I think it's even more impressive when you think, man, I've never seen mothers and daughters get along that well, and certainly I wouldn't think show business is where that would be different. So it's quite an accomplishment to both of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've also heard that you are a comic book fan. Is this a true fact?
Absolutely. I have storylines as to why I belong in the Marvel comic universe that I made up.
But that's good. Well, hopefully someone in Marvel is watching. It seems to me that you'd be a perfect fit for the Marvel universe.
Oh, I had so many. I was in 12 seconds of a movie as Samuel L. Jackson's kid at the age of like 13. And I was like, if this is not an in, then I don't know what is. Like, I gender swapped. I was like, I should be Nicole Fury because Nick Fury has a son. I wrote a page for it, a one sheet. Marvel Studios has a headquarter right where we shoot Blackish and Grownish. I was like, this is perfect. You can green screen me in.
It sounds like they might have to put a photocopy of your face on the front door at Marvel to maybe say, like, watch out, we shouldn't let this person in.
Oh, I mean, if I'm not on a watch list already, then maybe.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. Congrats on season 3 and as well on being in production of season 4. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.